Hey guys, I'm Jody.
And I'm Justin.
And we are very excited to talk about some upcoming Moonrakers stuff. I believe it's coming to Kickstarter. I think the date is July 19th. So we love the base game. You can check out on our channel. We've done a review on the base game here. But today we're going to be previewing some expansion content that's going to be on the Kickstarter that you can get. There's going to be a big box. Guys, I'm amped up for this. Because we both love this game. And there's even more content for it, so really excited. So basically, we have Moonrakers Binding Ties.
And Moonrakers Overload.
So the Overload kind of just provides a lot of advanced of the basic action cards.
So you've got your normal cards that are in your deck, but these will add and make those even more powerful.
So yeah, it kind of provides a little more deck building component as well. And this one provides a new board in reputation track, and this kind of encourages allying with other people. Now you can play all of this together. However, this one has to be played with at least three players.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a brief overview of kind of what these expansions look like and what's in the box, and then we'll come up and give you our thoughts on them. But if you wanted more detailed how to play, definitely check out our video review on Moonrakers. We'll leave a link to that video in the description below.
So let's take a look at these and we'll come right back up with our thoughts.
In this Binding Ties expansion, players will gain additional rewards from allying with each other as they gain faction reputation that each player represents. This expansion comes with reputation terminals that each player will get, has additional cards for contracts, ship parts, objectives, action deck, which has a lot of new crew members, and then there's reputation markers as well. Each player will get reputation markers of the other player's colors and not their own. And it's important to note that this expansion you have to play with at least 3 players. So if the other players were green and yellow, then the blue player will get those colored reputation markers. Players will be gaining reputation in a few different ways. You can ally with other players, so if you complete contracts with other players as an ally, then you go up a reputation. So if we completed a contract with yellow, then we move up with the yellow marker. You can also gain reputation by completing contracts with these new reputation symbols. And some crew cards and ship part cards can also provide reputation as well. Throughout the game, you'll be able to spend reputation to gain rewards, and the rewards are listed down below. Now the top row, you can only use the same color reputation to cash in to get the reward. So for instance, if we wanted to get 1 prestige, then it has to spend 5 of 1 reputation marker. So all the way down to 0, and I would get that reward. The bottom row, you can use a combination of the different reputation markers to gain the rewards. Now if I was trying to complete a contract with green, and let's say we failed the contract, then you can actually lose reputation. So, womp womp. The Overload expansion provides a major upgrade to the deck building mechanic of Moonrakers and can be used at any player count. This expansion comes with a lot of advanced action cards, more crew members, more contracts with new contract types, more objectives, a lot more ship parts, and tokens called iospheres. So these advanced action cards can be gained in 3 main ways. One is through ship parts, so there are new ship parts that give you the new advanced cards. You can also buy it directly from the supply, the cost is on all the cards, and then you can also get it as a bonus card when you complete a contract reward. So let's take a look at them. So this one is blocking 2 hazard. This thruster, you can draw 3 cards. This reactor lets you have 3 actions. This one is +2 damage and then also 1 action, so a cool combo. Then you have more miss cards, yay! Then you have this other reactor card, which is 2 actions and 1 card. This thruster is 2 cards and 1 action. And then lastly, blocking 1 hazard, but also getting an action. Some crew cards in this expansion have special abilities that begin with add X. So for instance, this one says add 3 iospheres, which we would do. And then once per contract, you can remove one of these to block 1 hazard. And then this will just basically stay out until they've all been used, and then it's discarded. There are 2 new types of contracts in this expansion. So first we have flex contracts, and there's this new symbol there. Now all action cards and crew that reduce requirements can be used to reduce this requirement. However, it can't be used for both. So for instance, to fulfill this, we would need 7 cards, 1 crew member and 6 of any type. And then we have head-to-head contracts. Now these might have different combinations depending on the contract, but this one is a reactor and crew member combination. So with these, when the mission leader chooses this, any player can choose to join this contract. And basically, players are competing to reduce the most requirements. So whoever plays the most reactor and crew member cards will get the first place prize, and then second place would get the second place.
My overall thoughts on Moonrakers plus these 2 expansions. Now, I'm not an expansion person, and I loved these, so that's really saying something, and I felt like, for me, a lot of times expansions add way too much complexity, at least for me. I find a game that I like, I don't want to throw more stuff on top of it, but these 2 expansions, they just add so much good to it that I love it 100%. I will play without the expansions, but if I have the opportunity to play with the expansions, then that's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I think we'll always play with these expansions unless we have someone newer to gaming and we just need to start with the base game for them to kind of understand the game. But otherwise, we're always gonna play with these.
Yeah.
And so that's a big deal because he really is a simple guy.
I don't like
Once base game stuff, doesn't want expansion stuff. The fact that he really likes these, that's saying a lot.
It's a big deal.
Now, I also love these expansions. Now, I'm not a super expansion person, but I enjoy expansions, but I don't often seek them out. However, these, in my opinion, are a must with this game because it really adds so much to the game. I remember, a while ago playing the base game and being like, oh man, I really wish there were more cards that you could get. Because, in the base game, you have the crew member cards, but you didn't have any, advanced basic cards.
Right.
And I remember thinking, I wish I could get more different kinds of cards.
Yeah.
So, with that Overload expansion, oh my gosh, I love the options of those different advanced cards.
I love that it throws in on a thruster card, you also get an extra action with it. Or
just a combo of some of the things, and just bigger, better.
Just building your deck to be more powerful, and you can do a lot more stuff, and you can just boom, 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 start laying cards down and doing all sorts of stuff on a turn. It's
love
super
those.
fun.
And obviously it adds those little, what were they called? The iospheres and stuff. Which can add stuff. Now I actually use some of the Iosphere cards and the little token things which helped me win one of the games we played. So yeah, I won using some of those with some of the cards. But yeah, man, guys, these new cards that it provides, outstanding.
And I mean, as far as the Binding Ties one goes, this is the one we played first. Binding Ties was the first one we played, and then we went on and played Overload. But playing Binding Ties just by itself, I was like, man, this expansion is really good. It encourages those alliances because you get kind of rewarded for doing that. But then it's like, when you start kind of moving up, then you're kind of watching what everybody else's track is doing, and you kind of have to figure out, okay, if I do this, or what does it allow that person to be able to do on their next turn?
I may not want to ally with that person because that might bump them up on the reputation track, which might, and this is what I really like, is that it gives you a lot more different kinds of rewards that you can use. One of them being a prestige point.
Yep.
So I kind of feel like playing with this made the game feel a little bit faster. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it added some more rewards and another way to get prestige points. But I mean, man, guys, these expansions are a must, and I'd probably say both of our opinions, right?
If you're a gamer and you like Moonrakers, you will.
Well, even if you never played Moonrakers, I still would recommend getting everything because we love the base game by itself. But this just adds a lot more amazingness to it. Yeah,
I 100% agree.
And I'm excited about the big box. We'll see how that works. I mean, this is already the base game's already a pretty decent size. So, Oh man, guys, and the production is outstanding with this game in general, just the base game, but even more of the same goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, I honestly I can't even think of anything bad to say. I can't think of any, critique, because we both just enjoyed it that much.
Right. I can't really think of anything either. It's
well, actually, I can think of something with the binding ties. So some of the rewards you can use, at different points, like sometimes like during a contract and sometimes anytime. It would have been nice to have some kind of iconography or something to help us remember, because I know like other players and myself would occasionally have to look at the rule book saying like when can I use this reward? That's the only thing I can think of, but wow.
I thought it was great.
I am so excited about this. Guys, definitely check this out. If you like Moonrakers, for sure. If you never, if you're not familiar with Moonrakers, definitely check out our base game review so you can kind of see how it plays as well. Highly recommend this game. I mean, this game was in your top. It was definitely in our top 60 games for both of us, but
it was pretty high.
It was pretty high, middle to high for us for just the base game. Mm-hmm. So with this new content. It might jump up on both of our lists next year, I would think.
Very possible.
It's very possible. Well, guys, that is our thoughts. We are super excited about this. We can't wait for the Kickstarter launch and all the goodness that's going to be in store for it. So once again, I believe it's going to be on July 19th unless something crazy happens. So definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely won't want to miss out on this one.
Nope.
So, guys, that is our preview of some of the expansion content coming out soon.